Independence, expertise, execution. What are your 3 points? 3 points communications.
Where did the idea for the apple juice contract come from?
It actually came from an organization called the Juice Products Association, made up of a bunch of industry individuals in the juice industry, growing industry, processing industry. They came to us looking for a means to help alleviate some of the deficiencies they had in the cash marketplace.
Why did the Juice Products Association choose the Minneapolis Grain Exchange?
They did go to a couple other exchanges to try to see if they could gather some interest elsewhere. There wasn't that interest that they received. They came to us, we listened to them, and we looked at the size of the marketplace, and we did a lot of due diligence before we brought this to the market. We've visited countries. We've been to China. We've been around the United States. We looked at what was available in the marketplace in regard to cash price information and how the marketplace was working. I mean, we did everything from square one all the way to product launch. We found a lot of deficiencies that the marketplace really needed, and that's what we tried to work with to create those foundation changes before we even could get the contract launch.
How did you come up with the contract specifications?
Contract specifications were what came to us basically by the industry group that brought the idea of the contract. We vetted those out internally and with the industry just to make sure. We had some tweaks to some of those things, but there's a lot of purpose behind the contract specifications. The contract size, for example, is 1,800 gallons. 2 contracts will fit into a semi. Very good. So there's a lot of rationale into the product specifications.
How does the apple juice contract compare with the orange juice contract?
It can be used for a lot more different type of food ingredients than orange juice can. In terms of contract size, apple juice is now over a $2 billion industry in the United States, which rivals anything in the orange juice.
Where does the apple juice come from?
Apple juice mainly comes from imports from around the world, but primarily now from China. U.S. domestic consumption, 70 to 80% of what the U.S. consumes arrives overseas from China. Because so much of it's really imported, the delivery points are really on the coasts of the United States, east and west coast, primarily where the major port areas. You see Port Newark, a couple locations in Florida. You will have Los Angeles and up in Washington State as well.
How will this trade?
We see nothing but interest by everybody up and down the ladder, from processors, who will be the shorts in a lot of ways, to the end users who are using the concentrate, and everybody in between. We've talked with processors to merchandisers to end users. All have helped participate in the development of the contract. Everybody that we've spoken with has a strong interest in seeing it succeed, simply because there's a risk management tool that doesn't exist right now in the marketplace. This is very much an international contract. So we have everybody that from China all the way to Chile, Argentina, and even in Europe. So we are reaching everywhere domestically, from New York to California to Washington, but we're also reaching out internationally.
Are there other juices you are looking to introduce?
At the different conferences, whether it's a Juice Products Association or U.S. Apple, the question arises, are you going to develop a contract for me? Meaning pear concentrate or grape juice or cherry. And we said we'll be looking at those things maybe down the road, but right now we're focused on trying to make sure that the apple juice concentrate contract succeeds.
Will the Grain Exchange be changing its name to the Juice Exchange?
I think there's a lot of people that would like to ask us, what does MGEX stand for? We're sticking with MGEX right now, and that gives us an opportunity to broaden beyond just grain or any other juice type of contracts. I think our brand is MGEX, which means we're open for business for any type of product.